Welcome to Math 393. This is a course for elementary school teachers. It's the math course that goes over all the things that you need to know to not only teach elementary school math, but also to pass the practice tests that you need to pass. And a lot of people have a little bit of trouble with those. So this is an important course. It's an area that people have trouble with in terms of passing their practice tests that you need to become a licensed teacher. So the first thing you do is go to my.udc.edu, and then when you go to that, you'll see this menu here on your left-hand side, and I always just go to Quick Launch, and then you can see all your major things, and one of them is Blackboard. So then I click on Blackboard, and this gets you to your Blackboard site, and if you go to your courses, you'll see a course labeled Theory and Application of Math, and that's your Math 393 course, your math for elementary ed school ed teachers. So let me do that again here. Quick Launch, and then we just went to Blackboard, and then we went to Courses, and then we clicked on the course right there. So I think I have that up already here. So I'll go ahead and click on the course. And then at this point, you're here on Blackboard in your course. Well, you'll see that we really mainly have two things, the Start Here and the link to Myopenmath. So let's go through the Start Here area. So if you open that up by just clicking on this block, you'll see the Welcome to Math 393. So let me go ahead and click on that. I'll go through these items. And that's me. You can see me on both sides here, picture and me presenting to you live. And this talks about the course. You'll have a lot of videos on the course to help you out on each practice test. There's no textbook required. There's links to the textbook on each module, and I'll show you that as we go. Now we use Myopenmath, which is a free math-specific LMS that allows you repeated tries of different problems, that sort of thing that you can't get on Blackboard, for all of our assignments. And your gradebook is on there too, and I'll show you that when you get to Myopenmath, you'll see on the left-hand side a thing that says Gradebook. You click on that, and you will see your grades on all the items. And if you want to review these items at any time, you can click on them, and it will open up your test or your homework or your practice test or anything, and show you all of the correct answers and all of your answers, and you can see the entire test as soon as the due date has passed for that item. At the bottom, if you scroll down to the bottom of the gradebook, you'll see your grade broke up into homework, practice tests, and tests and total. And the total is where you want to pay attention to. And then it shows past due, and attempted, and all. Now the way this works is things that are past due, here's the person's total grade. They had a 91.8 on everything that was past due. Let's say it's sometime in the middle of the semester and half the items are gone or so. Well, at that point, she has, or he has, a 91.8% on those items that are past due. But I have all my items available at the start of the semester, or almost all, if not all of them. So you can work ahead. And if you work ahead, you can keep on working on a homework assignment to improve, but this will give you your grade on everything past due and that you've attempted. And finally, this gives you your grade on if you would just stop the course right now. And nobody's saying to do that, but this tells you your overall grade. Now the reason why this is low is because the person hasn't done all the assignments because they're not due yet. So they have worked ahead a little bit, but they haven't, like completed the course. So you can work ahead and get done ahead of time if you want to. Most people have a hard enough time just keeping up, let alone working ahead, but it's always a good idea to work ahead in case emergencies come up. So, this is where you find out your grade on past due. This is past due, and if you worked ahead, and this tells you what your grade is on everything, even though many things aren't due yet. At the end of the semester, all of these will be the same number because everything will be past due. Now down here is shows you it's an Excel sheet that shows you all the items that are in your course. And I don't know if this is something you want to look at, but I'll show it to you. This shows you the course description, and also down here the 4 modules like basic math, geometry, probability, statistics, and algebra. That's the 4 modules, and it gives you all the objectives and all the learning resources that you have, learning activities, and so on for each module in the course and for each item in that module. So that's, you can look at that if you want to see everything that we're going to cover in the course. And all these things that are covered are things that are either you're going to be teaching or that are on the praxis test. So let me move that off the side. And let's continue on down on the Start Here module. So the next item is the instructor information. So I'll click on that and open it up. So this is my email address. It's also on the syllabus. You'll see that in a second. Office hours, teaching philosophy is here, and that's pretty much everything there. But I do all I can to help you out, but it does take you practicing. I always think of it like learning to play the guitar. You can go to a guitar lesson, and but you're not going to learn it unless you practice it the days that you're not in there. And that's what the homework is. The homework and practice tests are practice for you to get better at it, become fluid. You'll hear me say that a lot. Okay, the next thing here is Netiquette Guidelines, and you can read that over yourself. It's just a few rules with communication and so on. And then we have the syllabus, and if you click on this, the syllabus opens. I'll bring it on over. I already opened it up. So the syllabus looks like this. It goes over the course description, course objectives, and gives you your grading, evaluation, and that sort of thing. So your syllabus is there. And if we continue on, course expectations, you might want to read this because it is a time commitment, so 3 to 5 hours a week depending on your ability to do the homework assignments and that sort of thing. Course activities, you can see there's a lot of different things besides homework, practice tests. There's also presentations each module, a math form that you do each module, and a group assignment, and I'll let you read on through those. Due dates are posted. You can work ahead of schedule, but you can't get behind schedule, and I'll go in more details on that either in this video or another video. And that was the course expectations, and then a course map template is another thing similar to the other document that shows you all the course learning activities, what is covered in each module, homework, discussions, and so on. So that's something else that you can read through, and tells you, everything that you're going to be doing in the course. So let's go ahead and move on from this. And that's course template. Then we have a little icebreaker activity for you to do the first day of class right there, or I might change that so you do it before the first day of class, like sending out a message through the forum introducing yourself. So I may change that to that so we get that done ahead of time. And if we move on down here, there's a syllabus quiz right here that you can take at your leisure, and you get infinite tries at this, so unlimited attempts, and it's just a short little quiz about where things are located in the course and so on, so you won't have any trouble with that. It's very very easy, but it does, while doing it, you'll learn where the things are and how to communicate in the course, so it's worth doing. And then down here is the Zoom link that we have for our class meetings, and you'll see that posted right there. So now the last thing, let me close this up, is the link to Myopenmath. There's student resources right here for how to use Blackboard, but it's pretty self-explanatory. But the link to Myopenmath, that's where the meat and potatoes are for the course. So if you click on that, you'll automatically get to the Myopenmath site for the course. Up here is a calendar where you see all the due dates, and you can click on those to start start an assignment. Zoom links are right here, plus old videos will be posted. So this is the same Zoom link that was back on your Blackboard site. Plus you'll see Zoom recordings. This is from last semester now, but you'll see your class is recorded too, and you'll see all the Zoom links for all those right there. And those are long videos, like an hour and a half long, going over an entire section. And then down here is a course link for course material. So I also have your syllabus here. It's just a duplicate, but you also have videos specifically for this course right here, broke up into different areas. You have a Desmos, which is like a graphing calculator right here, in GeoGebra, which is a thing that we'll use in the geometry section. And you have a free working online graphing calculator. So that's what's in the course materials. And then on down here, you have your teaching education material. These are like documents and so on that we'll refer to occasionally. And then you have your 4 modules. Let me open up one module and show you how that works. So if I open up our first module, which is numbers and operations, you have instructional material. See, I'll close all these up so you can see how it opens up. So when you open up these, like this one right here, you have your 3 areas. So this is instructional material. So when I open up this, you can see module at a glance, objectives, and so on. So this is the instructional materials here, okay? See, like your textbook link is here, videos here, but you also have videos built into the assignments too that you can use for help. Here's Engage and Explore. This is where you're, you have another little syllabus homework here, and then it goes into the homework assignments for this unit right there, and it takes you clear up through to the practice test. So that's what's in Engage and Explore. And then the action expression are the big items. So here you have a discussion form that you needed, you can read about that. You're required to at least post 1 and answer 1 question for each module, but you can post more and answer more. There's a group assignment, and this describes that. There's also an individual assignment where you do a little teaching lesson and you record it and you put it up. And then here is your test. Your tests are always very similar to your practice tests, but that's everything that is in the action and expression area. So all modules kind of lay out that way. Like when you open up the geometry area, you'll see the same thing: instructional material, engage and explore, action and expression, and it just goes on through the course, through your 4 modules, and then we have a praxis test for our final exam. And that's really the entire course, and I'll have a video at the start of each module. So I'll stop this video right here.